Okay.
All right, sweet.
And if you need any volume or anything, just give me a thumbs up.
All righty, cool. Hello, good morning, everyone. We're just going to be waiting on a couple more people, and then we'll be starting at 10:15. Thank you all for coming. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming. We're just getting the live stream set up right now, so we're just going to be a couple extra minutes. So, yeah, thank you very much again. We're excited to have you. Alrighty, good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Woo! Alrighty, thank you. Love to hear it. Thank you all for coming today to our NAN Pink Shirt Day. Great to see all these friendly faces, the sea of pink. So we are going to get started. Just a couple housekeeping things. We will have some flash photography by our great NAN photographer over here. And NAPS will also be doing some video as well. So just by attending, you are consenting to having a video and photographs taken, as well as we will be having this live stream for those who can't attend in person. So again, thank you all for coming. We're going to get started. If I could ask Chris and Kim to come up to the front, they'll be doing a hand drum and a song. So thank you very much.
Okay. Bonjour, mishkwabone gibik indigenous kuchiching nendonji nemenendudam.
Bonjour, Ani, Kim Indigenous, Ajijakni Dodem, Wikwamkong, and Dojiba, and I'm proud to be here today.
The song we chose to sing today was the Wildflower song. It's a protection song, and when it's saying, it's kind of saying as a warning song, like that there's danger in the area, and it's telling people to come back. And I know, like, when I first started singing, that this song, what did I sing? That when I first started singing this and going through my own healing, this song was introduced to me as a way to kind of call your own spirit back when you're going through tough times.
much. Wow, absolutely beautiful singing and drumming from Carissa and Kim. Miigwech. Okay, so next we'll be moving on to inviting our elder, Aaron Ontario, to come and do an opening prayer.
Bonjour. I like that name, Aaron Ontario. Yeah, I accepted tobacco from the ladies here to be here. I'm at the other workshop yesterday and today, but I made some time to be here. I know this is a real important subject, bullying. And we're all affected by that. I brought my pipe. I smoked my pipe. I brought my sage. And wish everybody well. And I always say I'm always grateful to be part of something great, like Nishnabaatsky and all the work they do throughout all the communities. And my dear cousin there, Bob Narcisse, miigwech for all the work you do. And so is the rest of the staff. Mi so ni nemikigabo ndigo makondu dem nake Ireland jinikate gaboy ninningon jian au kishkagma zibi jinikate man tribmatis yar ni nishnabe yam nitu zibi mi man we snail bunny wishkit nishna we sema giminago pungi jibe gagi samago need nishnabe we wen mo jibak namanoa ki pikituch nishnabe and shnak chipi tendagnato and shnabe gibe kinomage gego I det svåre pågen gisterasona Chibabin do kuno go nishnabe Mina wapskia gaben dot mogon matesien Mina ya no koisegen Nigitchima mi gwetchio kweo nungum kagen nigamia Wevenam chibinen me go Wevenam chibinen dagasachwa nishnabe ajichigechego matesien Apshuduske at sokana gitinuen magnanana Menedo de bent matesien Wevenam chibignoin me gosi Wajichige Ja, kijk je Jim Condagza. Tantamian Jigenia, bullying Kajinikate. And Shnamia Bedjin de Moro. Chimi Wachgitin in the men Sabeshwe. Inem Kigabo, Makondute, Miwach.
Miigwech, and thank you. Thank you very much. And is it Aaron Ontario? Not Ontario. Did it again. Aaron Ontario. Is that okay? Perfect. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much for the prayer. Next, we'll be moving on to our opening remarks. So if I could invite Deputy Grand Chief Bobby Narcisse to come up and speak. Thank you very much.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Erin, Ontario. Minaj na casa nongo. Nongo guys in Canada. Every time I see you, not Erin, Ontario. It's good to have Erin here. My cousin here is from Maryland. I'm from Maryland as well, and it's good to see you all here as well, especially online, to really commemorate this very important day. I know that we commemorate a lot of events here at Anishinaabe Nation, and I'd like to really commemorate all the, also acknowledge all the staff that really go above and beyond to really commemorate such events as this, and also bring awareness to this very important issue of bullying, because it really affects many of our youth across Anishinaabe Nation territory. And we hear about it all the time. We hear about it in terms of the struggles with the youth that whom we serve. Many of our programs and services are centered around the family. And it's important days like this that we really, not just today, but every day, but also a key reminder that we need to do our part as well. And in preparing for today, I was just looking around in terms of saying the usual, words of encouragement and everything. I was looking through some youth poems, and this one kind of struck me and stuff. And it also shows a testament of many of our youth across Anishinaabe Nation and what they go through, just youth in general. The challenges of growing up and especially being different and whatnot. So I just wanted to read this to you. This one's called Wounding Words. Living in fear, day in and day out. Leave me alone, I just want to shout. When you call me names like stupid and fool, I don't understand. Why are you so cruel? My stomach hurts, my heart's beating fast, because nobody likes me. I'm always picked last. The smile I once had on my face is now gone. I'm all alone, never had anyone. I can't wipe out the tears that I've cried. I'm torn and broken, bleeding inside. The wounds won't heal, scars won't go away. I just cannot take this another day. Nobody hears my voice when I scream. That things aren't always the way they seem. A smile could conceal a very deep fear. A thing that seems distant could be very, very near. I'm sitting here alone in the rain, writing this poem, crying in pain. They say words don't hurt, but I know they do. Please stop bullying me. I'm begging you. After 5 long years of torment, the bullying finally stopped. It wasn't until then that my mood seriously dropped. The memories haunted me, the words ringing in my ears, and I became more and more afraid of my peers. The pain consumed me as I drowned in despair. The feelings overwhelmed me, my heart beyond repair. I couldn't take it anymore. I did not know how to cope. I didn't want to live. I had lost all hope. To teachers and parents and workers and support staff, especially all across our communities, I want to say this. It may be too late for me, but please save other kids. And this is anonymous from one of our youth across NAN. And it shows a testament of what our young people go through. And I think it's really important that, especially those listening and all the workers that are out there, sometimes, we don't know what everybody's going through. And of those of you who are perpetuating the bullying, like, think to yourself, why are you doing this? In terms of why do you need to feel to belittle somebody else? It's all about respect. We have these grandfather teachings as well, or whether if you're believing in culture or your religion, or it all teaches you to love and respect one another. And I think this is a very important day that really commemorate all those areas where bullying has to stop. What do we need to do that to happen? We need to help our parents, help the parents, young parents. Create a community that is supportive of every individual. So I know that many of the things are still happening with our youth, but I think we could do our part ourselves as well to really ensure that we provide safe environments for the children, youth, and families of whom we serve. So with that, Chimigwech, and thank you all for listening.
Miigwech Deputy, thank you very much for sharing that poem. It's quite meaningful to hear a youth speak to bullying in that way, and you can tell how much emotion was laid into that poem. So Miigwech very much for sharing that. Next, we will be moving back to Elder Aaron Terrio. Thank you very much again for being here. Elder Aaron is going to be speaking about the impacts of bullying. Thank you.
Wow, I don't know where to begin, because I'm a victim of bullying. But I just want to talk about one of the worst experiences that I had living in the city of Thunder Bay. And I've been here since early 80s. And recently we bought a house, me and the wife. And we moved into Robertson Street by Ogden area. And life was okay until I moved to that street. I didn't realize it was a high crime area, Mackenzie and Robertson. And at that time, in 2019, there was an incident that took place there a couple of blocks from my home. And a trailer hitch was thrown out the window, and it struck one of our Anishinaabe women, Miss Kentner, that time. We didn't hear anything for a couple of days. We knew that this act of whatever it was, bullying or hatred, happened. And it affected us where we lived. It affected my children and my foster children. And shortly after that, that woman died in the hospital. And I was already doing a lot of medicine work that time. And a bunch of women called me from Sudbury, Laurentian University, and they wanted to put a camp out, a healing camp. And one of those women were my niece, Kayla. She was attending Laurentian University that time. And she asked me, what can we do as Anishinaabe people to try to bring everybody together and to start speaking to one another and understanding one another? Why is there so much hatred? Why is there so much racism and bullying? And from that conversation, we started a camp called Mamu Gubaishwan. And we first started in 2019 in Sudbury, Wanapitei. And the Friendship Center there donated some land for us to use. And we brought a lot of people there for those 1 week ceremonies, 1 week of talking, both native and non-native people. And there were so much stories that came out of that whole week. And those stories were very sad from the women that attended that 1 week. And they felt that their lives didn't matter. They felt that they were a target. The native women were targets that time. All kinds of hurt came out from these women. And from that time until now, that's the work I've been doing in the city here. And trying to teach people about who we are as Anishinaabe people. Because in the schools, they don't teach that about our history, about our people, why we're here, how long we've been here, the things we suffered during colonization, the loss of land, the loss of culture, the loss of language, the loss of capacity to raise family. We were segregated into these reserves. That is not our choice. We weren't allowed to do a lot of things as men back then. And that's what we teach the people. We didn't have jobs. We were poor. Our children got taken away to residential schools, Indian hospitals. They were managed to go to day school, another form of control. We weren't allowed to have a lot of things, but we have a rich history. They didn't allow us to teach that. Now we're able to do that, to teach about our people, what we went through as native people. So we teach them about our history here right in this land. The findings from the archaeology, 10,000 year history here, 9,800 years to be exact, where the last ice age melted. That's how long our people have been here. We teach about that as well. And many non-native people are open to learning all that, because it's better to understand about First Nations people, because it's less stressful to understand, less painful, less judgmental, and less violence. So I brought this program, me and my co-workers. One of them is a native man. He's a Thunder Bay police officer. The other guy is from Saugeen First Nations. He's a United States Marines, a native guy. We put this training together to bring all that information to people, to our non-native people as well, to teach them about our history, what we went through, so that way it's easier for you to understand who we are today. We did that training with the Thunder Bay police staff. 500 officers we sat with. Took 3 years to do that. Court workers here, the new court. Dispatch. Sworn in citizens. And the impact that had with the whole police force. They're still really interested in that training. In fact, they won a second round. But now I've started to do that training with St. Joseph's Hospital, with all the nurses and doctors and child care workers, and that's been going good for the last, since April. Many employees of that hospital came through the program. Now we've started that same journey with Thunder Bay Regional Hospital to teach them about our people, so they can better understand when that native person comes to the emerge and looking for medical help, rather than get labeled he's a drug seeker or he's an alcoholic who wants to sleep it off. That's the kind of attitude we're working with. And that's my way of teaching how to address bullying, how to address hatred and racism, is to teach the people about our history and who we are, everything, what we went through, so they understand better how much struggle we came from and why our people are like the way they are today. The ongoing mental health crisis and alcoholism and the drug addiction. Those are all pain medication from a greater society that didn't treat them right. We teach all that too. And I hope to bring that program to all the staff and workers throughout the city. I know it's got a very powerful impact on how people think and behave around Native people. And that's the best way to deal with bullying. You teach, not label. the more you label, the more angry that person gets. You teach them just like this format, talking to you, human to human, heart to heart. No exaggeration, no lies, nothing, just the straight truth. Where we came from as Anishinaabe people. I was always told by my elders, if one must know where he's going, one must know where he comes from first. And that's where I'm going with this. I know I've already made a little bit of impact, but I think by the grace of God and our ancestors, we're going to make it someday and make it a success. And sure, I've been bullied in elementary school. In high school, I learned racism. I learned how it felt like to be discriminated in high school. And then I moved here and went to college. It was still around, even in the workplace. You know, when somebody calls you a racially charged name, you feel it. You feel it in your heart. So I just want to leave you with that. Thank you for having me. And we're all in this together. And you know, my family, my ancestors, they worked hard for me to have what I have today. But they fought through that racism and that bullying and that hatred. And, you know, they learned a lot. Now we know how to address this today. Miigwech.
Miigwech, thank you very much. It's important that when we hear these teachings that we really allow those words to sit with us, to really think about what is being said and how we can move forward with that understanding, as Aaron was saying. Because a lot of what comes down to it when you think about anti-bullying and bullying in general is it comes from a place of a lack of understanding. So when we combat that stigma, those labels, those stereotypes, we can move forward in a better way. So thank you very much. And that also ties into our next presenter. So Constable Miles will be coming up and he's going to be doing a presentation he's going to be doing the NAP's presentation on anti-bullying. Now this is a presentation that's normally geared towards the youth in teaching them what is important about anti-bullying, why we shouldn't obviously bully people, and providing more awareness. So Miles, if we could welcome you up, thank you very much.
Can everybody see the screen? That's it. That's it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You could tell I've never done this before. I've never done this before, but I tell a lie. I have worked in the capacity of a dare officer in Aeroland. So the kids is what I'm used to. When I got in here and I said, these are not kids. How do we start this? But I guess everybody's a big kid at heart. Yeah.
So I was told to vamp. I was like, what is vamp? Talk while they get this all set up. So I'll start off by saying that you guys might be wondering, who is this cutie? Eh? His name is Darren. Darren the Lion. Darren the Lion helps me talk to kids, be more approachable, because you parents tell the kids, oh, if you're bad, we're calling the police. Guess what happens when I show up? They run away. So Darren helps me be approachable. And Darren has superpowers in the classroom, right? His superpowers is to give hugs, especially to the kid who doesn't want to say anything in class. The kid who's been bullied, the kid who doesn't want to be there. Darren gives that kid a hug. And because I'm very clumsy, sometimes I've left Darren in classrooms and gone. So I tell the kid, please, Officer Miles is not somebody that remembers a lot about Darren. So when I'm about to leave, please, could you say, Officer Miles, see Darren, I've been taking care of him all the whole time. You've been talking, blah, blah, blah. Then I'll say, oh, thank you. And I'll take Darren. So today, I have selected one person that will help us take care of Darren during this presentation. And we're looking at him as our deputy chief. He said he was going to. Please take care of Darren.
I will.
He said he was going to use Darren as a ventriloquist. I said, oh. Okay, I'll start off by introducing myself. I am vamping. I have 45 minutes though. Originally from West Africa, Nigeria. Full name's Uchenna Miles Orakwelu. Uchenna means the will of the Creator. Orakwelu means we all agree. So it's because of the Creator's will that we're all in agreement to be here today. That's my full names. And I've been blessed to be in this country. Oh, that's my chief. Good afternoon. We always give hugs when we see at the airports in Toronto. I have been in this country for 12 years. I've been a citizen for 6, and for 7, and 6 years I've been employed with Anishinaabe Police. I started off in Mishkigogamin, then went up to Muskrat Dam, North Spirit Lake, Arrowland, and now I'm here in the city. One thing that I've noticed in all the communities that I go to, I always get an adopted mom. Everybody wants to be my mom. I have been very privileged, or very fortunate, the word. English is not my first language. I speak 5 languages, so sometimes the words intermingle. So I have been opportune to live in northern communities supervised by moms. So in Muskrat Dam, Esther Beardy. Shout out to Esther Beardy. She gave me a lot of bannock, and I went up sometimes not even bringing food up there. North Spirit Lake, Susan Ray. She also took care of me. In Arrowland, Dorothy Towedo. Those have been my 3 moms in the north. I'll go back because we're being transparent. 2005, I come from a very poor family. My dad sold his house to buy me a flight to leave the country to go get a better education. So I'm from a very poor beginning. You can hear my voice because my dad is looking down on me now. He gave me $300 and said, this is all I have, son, go conquer the world. I got to Cyprus, northern Cyprus, as a student that was bivocational, had to provide for my money, for fees, for tuition. I fell in the hands of forced labor. So I had a boss that restricted my movement. I ate bread and watermelon for 2 years. in a very dark, that was a very dark time in my life. But look at me now. I tell, I tell the kids that I meet every day, don't let your situation define you. There's good in the world. Talk to people. You never know what could happen. With that all being said, let's be kind, okay? So, are we? Jeez, okay, they're still. I thought it was going to be kids. You guys scare me. Just being honest. Okay, almost there. Awesome. Thank you very much. The Pink Shirt Day, it started off in Canada. It's something that happens all over the world now. In Canada, in Nova Scotia, a kid was going to school wearing pink. I was talking to one of the ladies in the office today about a pink shirt. Said she had a friend that always went to school in a pink shirt. And when you asked him, it was like, it's not pink, it's salmon. Yes, it is salmon. So that is a very good way to, de-escalate bullying. Somebody's trying to, oh, it is not what you think it is. It is this, and that's what I think it is. But it started off in Nova Scotia. There was a kid being bullied for wearing pink to school. And two other kids decided that, you know what? We'll all wear pink so that we'll stand up against bullying. And that's why every last Wednesday in February, every last Wednesday in February, we celebrate this day, and that's why we're here today. So, yes, the Anishinaabe Police is where I work. I do not misuse the opportunity to say we're hiring. I thought I was going to meet kids today, so anybody that we're hiring, and it will be a pleasure. At the moment, I'm no longer frontline. I am part of the recruiting team, and it will be a pleasure to guide young people through this career. It's a very good career. We make good money, we have good benefits, and we're looking for young Indigenous male, female to represent their communities and standing guard for Ontario. Okay? So, bullying. Ready? Awesome. That's a very good way to put you on your feet. If we keep doing what we've always been doing, then we keep getting the same answers, the same results. Coming out here is standing up for bullying. That's how we get it done. Okay, do you have a clicker? That'll be okay. Next. The slide was created last night. Just being honest, and I know we know what bullying is. Everybody has had bullying. Everybody, normally in the classroom, I don't pick on people. I say, thumbs up if you've been bullied. So let's do it today. Thumbs up if you've been bullied. So we all know what bullying is. Bullying is any aggressive or unwelcome behavior used again and again to isolate, harm, or control another person. Bullying is a repetitive behavior. It's repeated. It's deliberate. It's repeated. Bullying is intentional and designed to inflict harm and hurt another person. Just defining what it is, just putting it out there if you don't know what it is. But I do believe that we do know what bullying is. The person being bullied often is unable and unwilling to protect themselves. We all understand this. We're adults. I'm not going to dummy it down. Okay, let's go ahead. Unless we have people watching via Zoom. Okay. So let's go to the next slide, please. We could label a lot of forms of bullying, but it comes down to 4 types. I see the deputy chief has handed Darren over to someone else. Okay. We have verbal, physical, social, and cyberbullying. Before we go ahead, let me break it down how this presentation is going to work. In the classroom, I always engage the kids. I don't just talk. We get engagement. So I broke it down into slides, a video. We will do a pledge. You guys will all pledge because that's what I came here with. I thought there was going to be kids, so the adults are going to pledge. Then after the pledge, we'll conduct a game. I hope we can all do this in 45 minutes. So these are the forms of bullying: verbal, physical, social, cyberbullying. Let's go ahead and explain what they all are, please. So verbal bullying. Verbal bullying occurs when someone uses words to hurt another person. This form of bullying leaves emotional and mental scars. Miles, you're bald. I'm not, but you get what I mean. Verbal bullying, emotional scars. Example are name calling, mocking, teasing, insult, putting downs, humiliation, shaming, threatening other persons, making racist remarks, or engaging in sexual harassment. Physical bullying involves causing direct physical harm to another person or their property. It's obvious: hitting, punching, kicking, shoving, spitting, causing property damage. Victims of physical bullying sustain injuries: black eye, torn clothes. That is obvious. You see that happen. The verbal one you might miss, but the physical one you do see. And next, please. Social bullying. This, sometimes you don't see it. You have to be experienced to see this. Social bullying occurs when someone tries to hurt another person's relationship or reputation. I put the wheelchair there because it resonates to the kids, right? They see someone on a wheelchair. They don't want to play with the person. Who told you people on wheelchair don't play basketball? They do, right? So getting them involved and not saying, oh, that person will make me lose my game, I don't want. That's bordering social bullying. Just wanted the kids to have a picture of what it is. Could you, next slide, please? Cyberbullying. This is the main one. Everybody has a cell phone. The kids, they do projects on computer. Gaming, they chat on gaming. The social texting, all that stuff. This opens up the door for this. So cyberbullying is a modern form of bullying, and it uses technology. This includes sending offensive or threatening messages via email, text, or social media, spreading rumors or false information online. I saw Miles. He thinks he's all that. I don't know. Let's not go into that. Posting hurtful or humiliating content about somebody, pretending to be someone else online. Spreading false information, that also happens in the workplace, just saying. Excluding people from online groups and discussions. That is forms of bullying. It trickles down into the workplace as well, but we'll just leave it in school for the moment. Yes, let's go to the next one, please. The Canadian Health Survey on Children and Youths stated that last year, 1.5 million youths between the ages of 15 and 19 disclosed being bullied last year. 1.5 million youths. These are the ones that actually said, I was bullied. Imagine the ones that didn't say it. So there's a lot of bullying happening. It is real. And like I said, if we continue doing things the way we're doing it, we'll always get the same results. So we have to change the way we do things so that these kids that are supposed to be our leaders tomorrow, or that are going to be our leaders tomorrow, are in the right frame of mind to take this beautiful world and take it to another level. Yeah? So I'll just round that up. I'll just say 700,000 out of the 1.5 reported being bullied monthly. Over 500,000 reported being bullied. And that's the ones that reported. The ones that didn't report, still out there. But it's good that we're getting stats for reporting, showing that there's a change, right? People are standing up and saying, I must report this. This is not good. So we have about 700,000. 9, almost 1 million out of the 1.5, said it was verbal. I don't like you. You smell. I didn't mean to laugh, but I'm trying to think about, trying to get into the mind of an elementary school kid, right? And explaining to you all. Over 500,000 of the 1.5 are excluded from groups. I don't want you to be my, I don't want you to be my teammate. You don't play well. You suck at hockey. I don't like you. You're too slow. You have 3 legs. You can't walk. Even in the elementary setting, every 7 minutes it happens. Every 7 minutes it happens. Just something to ponder on. We're doing the good thing by trying to change the way we do things, and that's why you're here today. It also was on the stats that bystander intervention prevented almost 1 million bullying from happening within the first 10 seconds because they said something. So kids out there, they know how to say, hey, I don't like what you're doing. Stop it. But we need to do more so that everybody is not excluded from this. Okay? These are the reasons why people don't report bullying. Fear that, they'll get rebullied. Retaliation. They feel shame that they can't stand up for themselves. So I'm not going to say anything. I can't stand up for myself. They fear we won't believe them. You talk too much. You lie. Go to your bed. Go and play your video games. Shut up. Those are little things that, I don't want to talk to that adult. They don't believe me. And the bullying happens because nobody believes them. They don't want to worry their parents. No confidence that things will change. I don't believe this system is going to change. It's going to always be like this. So I better just keep quiet and keep being bullied. They believe that the advice from parents or teachers will make it worse. They fear the adult will tell the bully, oh, why did you bully him? Don't do it again. Walk away. The bully will go back and do it because you reported them, right? Think that being a snitch, oh, that's a big one. I don't snitch. I don't rat to the police. It all starts from when they're young. They believe that talking is a crime. It's not. When you talk, you've shared the problem, and you could find somebody that will solve that problem for you. Kids need to understand this. That's why some of the reasons why victims don't report bullying. Next slide. So you won't see bullying. You might see bullying when kids are walking from school. You might see it, but everybody's like working with their groups. They're going home. They're thinking about lunch. Nobody cares. But where you find bullying, I advise kids to look out for bathrooms in the school, the cafeteria, the hallway, the schoolyard. It happens mostly in the school. That's where it starts forming. That's where it starts happening. And one thing with bullying, it's learned. No kid comes out a bully. They watch their parents fight at home. They watch their dad beat their mom. They watch their mom yell on their dad. They watch people, and all of a sudden they think it's cool. That's how they start to bully. So they don't do it where adults will see it. They do it in the bathrooms. when they see somebody that is walking that doesn't have his shoelace tied properly, I hate you. So, advise kids, anybody that's witnessing this, be a lot in such areas, because that's where you see all this happening. This is a cycle of bullying. I just wanted a picture to show the social culture of bullying. So where you have bullying prevalence, the bully has everybody on his side, right? So the bully is A. B, the henchman following the bully. C, supporter, could take part in the bullying. D, passive supporter, just standing around looking to make sure nobody's around. Disengaged onlooker. F, passive defender. I don't want to get involved. They might not like me. If you notice all this happening, that is a culture, a social culture for bullying. That is how to identify it. Kids, big kids, that's how to identify it. Okay? Let's get the culture that we aspire to have, a culture that breaks the circle of bullying. Everybody is on the victim side. You see this? B, his henchman, is like, I don't really think this is cool, but I like you. I'm not going to leave you and run away, but I'm not going to be part of this. He's not really ready to jump in. Then every other person is trying to help the victim. And that is how we break this circle. Getting the kids to understand this early is the reason behind this presentation. Okay? So, bullying. It starts from, he's a kid. He doesn't know what they're doing. Slowly, it ends up having criminal records because it's a character that they haven't broken away from. They get intimate partners. They start beating their wives. They start doing things that are not right because it is something that they've grown doing. It's normal. I could slap her. I can rip up their clothes. Nothing. But guess what? We do have laws that help us be civil with each other. And it starts from the verbal one, criminal harassment. I will not read all that because that is section 640, subsection 1 of the Criminal Code. And subsection 2 defines everything that involves a criminal harassment. Next one, please. Cyberbullying. At the moment, we don't have any. They're working on it. I think they're trying to enact it. I think there's a bill in place that is trying to hold those social media providers accountable for what is posted on their platform, which is a very good thing. You can't just allow people post things and say, oh, it's not my business. You need to be able to be held accountable in some form because you're providing such platforms for kids to do that. But if investigated, depends on the character of depends on the situation surrounding the investigation. If investigated, it could actually go into criminal harassment. Cyberbullying can actually go into criminal harassment, uttering threats, intimidating, mischief in relations to misuse of data. That is something that the government is looking into. So before you know it, there's going to be something that help us control cyberbullying that could go towards criminal charges. Just wanted to get the kids to understand that bullying, if you continue on that trajectory, you'll end up with criminal charges. There's no doubt about that because you're hurting somebody, and it's everybody's right to feel safe. Let's go to the next one, please. So in summary, it is easy to say, but hard to do. Everybody needs to be involved. The parents, the teachers, I even put the school bus driver, it happens there. Everybody needs to be part of this initiative to get us to stop the trajectory of bullying. It will stop. It can stop if we believe so. So be part of the solution. Let's all get involved. So I will, hopefully the video, you get the audio? Okay. At the end of my class, at the beginning of my class, I start off with a cartoon and I end with real people, because the kids get attracted to cartoon figures. And at the end of the day, you tell them that this is real. It affects real people. But you guys are getting the cartoon edition, okay? So let's go to the next one.
Oh my god, it got right on his head. It's so pathetic. Oh, it's so sad. Is he gonna eat it? Oh my god. Lunch is served, buddy.
I appreciate you bringing this to my attention, Raquel. Noah has a, history of incidents. Why do the quiet ones always get picked on? We take bullying very seriously. We can't police the internet, of course, but I'll make a report of it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hey. Are you okay?
Hey, Raquel.
Kel. Kel. You're kind of quiet. Those kids still bothering you? Hey, just don't let those jerks on the internet get to you. You're lucky. Nowadays, you can just block them. Case closed.
Are you okay?
Hey. Are you okay?
Man, this sucks.
I'm really feeling that one.
I know, right?
Let's stop bullying. I know at the beginning I said we're all going to say a pledge. Everybody has a pledge there. This was meant for the kids. The whole idea is to get the kids to sign. We could send this template to kids all over. Get them to sign if they believe they will stand up for bullying, and hopefully the office here creates a binder. Put all this pledge in that binder. 20 years from now, when they come into this building as leaders, they see that, oh, I remember on the 23rd of, I'm dating myself. On the 28th of February 2024, I signed and I pledged to stand up to bullying. So in my classroom, I always say, let's all stand up, put our hands on our chest, on our hearts, and say the pledge. So please, you know, it's everybody put your name there. So if it's personal to everybody, you know your names. Say your names and let's say the pledge. I am amazing. Okay, let's follow me. Follow me. Okay. Follow me. Your name? I'm amazing. I love myself. I love my community. And I am going to do my best to show acts of kindness because every child matters. I am taking this challenge by making this pledge to help stop bullying in my class, in my school, and community. To do this, I will not bully anyone. If I see bullying happening, I will use a safe way to report the bullying to a teacher at school. I will not exclude anyone. If I see someone who is being left out, I will invite them to join me. That way they will be safe from bullying. I will also tell an adult at home about what I saw at school. So I can get their support and advice about what to do if the bullying does not stop. Thank you, big kids. Thank you. So the next part of this presentation will be questions and answer. Nobody likes a test. Anyway, we're going to go on our phones. Everybody go and on your web browser, www.kahoot.it. Okay. Kahoot.it. Yes. Yes, kahoot.it. It's kahoot.it. Okay? Are we all there? So if you're there, type in the PIN. It's 8093777. And that will bring you to the platform. Look at all those people logging in now. Awesome. So kids that are watching, you also can do that. Kahoot it and enter the PIN, and we'll wait for people to log on. And we see how many people we have participating. So we'll let's go. We're more than 17 here. Okay, we'll in the next 30 seconds, we'll start the game. Okay, let's all start. Are people still trying to log in from back? Okay. Unfortunately, we have reached the max. Okay, let's start the game. Let the best man win. First question is about bullying. What is bullying? Oh, so confident communication, isolated incidents, 60 funny roasting ideas, aggressive or unwanted behavior used to control other persons. So you click, okay, look at that, 15 people out of the 20. Okay, let's go to the next. Oh, who's leading? You know yourself. Okay. Second question. What are the 4 main types of bullying? Verbal, physical, all of the above, social, cyberbullying. I wish we had the board here so that people could. Okay, next. We have 10 questions, so let's oh, somebody. True or false? Bullying only happens in person, not online. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Put all your answers in. Okay, next. Oh, Rebecca is on the lead, yeah. So question 4, what should we do if you witness someone being bullied? Report it to an adult, let them know you care, confront and educate the bully, all of the above. All of the above. That's why it's sometimes good to read, but I'm sorry, it's tilted in a position that you can't see it. Let's see who's leading now. Oh, look at that. Next. How can you support a friend who is being bullied? Tell someone when you witness bullying. Go with the person being bullied to talk to a trusted adult. All of the above. Take action and do not be a bystander. Somebody's. Oh, look at that. Next. So question 6, true or false? It is okay to ignore bullying and hope it goes away on its own. Oh, somebody has. What are some common signs that someone is being bullied? Missing school and failing grades, refusing to talk what's wrong, have unexplained bruises, particularly after reset. I tried to make it easy because I thought it was going to be kids. Okay. Yeah. Next. Thank you. How can you effectively stand up to bullying? Report the bullying to an adult, all of the above. Avoid bullying hotspots. Stick with friends. All of the above. Awesome. Oh, somebody's knocked Sharon off. Okay, let's go to 9. How can you help prevent bullying in your school or community? Seek help. Understand how bullies think. Confront the bully. All of the above. Oh, look at that. Next. The last question. What are the potential consequences of being a bully? Getting into fight, vandalizing property, and dropping out of school. Having criminal convictions as adults. Be abused. Like somebody said, all of people. Okay. Let's see who got the first prize. 3rd. Sharon. Hey. Number 1. Drum roll. Hey. Chimiguch, we have prizes for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Okay. Thank you. So first, take photos and we'll smile and be kind. Yeah, they're different. So third, who was the third? Awesome. You can stay in the middle. I'm running video right now. Oh. Okay. Awesome. Second. First, yay! So the first, you're going to do something extra. We have a lawn chair there for you. Yes, and we also have our nice towel naps. So we're very approachable. So you could stand in. Okay. Speak English. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miles, for your presentation, as well as getting us all excited with that quiz game. I was in the running, but I just a little bit too slow. But great job, Shannon, Carissa, everybody who is winning. All right. So next, we're actually going to ask our Grand Chief Alvin Fiddler if he'd like to come up and say a few words.
All right, thanks, Rebecca. I was just here yesterday. Oh, okay. And hello to everyone on the line. Thanks, Miles. Miles is right. Every time I see him, I just give him a big hug, and I think it's just because he's a terrific human being and an excellent police officer. And after hearing a bit of his life story, I just love him and respect him even more. So, thanks for being here. You know, I can tolerate a lot of things in my life. You probably know me a little bit. It takes a lot for me to get upset. I try to remain calm even when it's tough, you know, when people are asking you tough questions, and he's to try to, you know, just stay cool and not react, right? But if there's one thing that I can't stand, are bullies and bullying generally. And, you know, I think all of us in this room, we've experienced it in some form or another, in some way. And I'm no different. You know, for the longest time, this guy from back home was just like, almost like tormenting you. And, you know, and they're just so sneaky sometimes. It's not even up front. It's not even like in the open. It's sort of behind the scenes. You know, manipulating people to sort of join them, right, in their little campaign, and that happened to me actually when I was a Grand Chief first time. You know, my own chief, who was also my own brother-in-law, Miles probably knows him. Yeah, he's just like that person, like a little bully, like a little person who thinks they have so much power, and they can just do whatever they want to do and expect to get away with it. That there's no consequences. That if I hurt you, Nothing's going to happen to me because I'm the strong one. And August of 2018, I just couldn't. I said, I got to do something. You know, I cannot allow myself to be put in this situation like any longer. So I confronted him publicly at a Chiefs meeting, of all places, at a NAN Chiefs meeting. And he sort of was remorseful. I wasn't sure if he was sincere or not. And then I went back to the community, I think 2 or 3 days later, with my family, and he knows I'm coming. He knows I'm coming to the community, to Muskrat Dam. And he's texting me on I'm driving to the airport. He's texting me, and I'm texting him back. And I said, I'm coming home. And you and I are going to talk at the community. So the community gathers at you probably know the community hall there, that log building. And I'm speaking in front of the communities. The whole community is pretty much there for the feast, a bit of a celebration. And he's right here standing with me like I'm standing right now. And I'm talking about him. And he starts to cry. And afterwards, like, I'm feeling strong. I got, you sort of get this empowering feeling when you confront your bully. You kind of become like this, you feel like you can just, I got him now. Like I can. But my wife, Tisa, told me something profound when you were coming back. And she said, it's good. It's good that you did that. That somehow you sort of muster enough courage and whatever it is, the strength to sort of confront that person who's been sort of your tormentor for so many years. But she said, you yourself, you cannot become a bully. And so there's a bit of a fine line, and I'm sure Miles knows this, that when you and that's how bullying works. Like the bullies, they think they're strong, like they think they have all the power. But when they're confronted, like all of a sudden they're the victim. They start crying like this guy did in front of the community hall. That somehow they themselves are the victim. And that's how they try to portray themselves when they are confronted, especially in a very public way. And there's a bit of a fine line there that if you do this, that you yourself, you cannot become the bully. And it's something that's always stuck with me, that in my role as a leader of NAN, as a Grand Chief, that I cannot bully others. And I talked to you yesterday here in this very same room about the work that we still need to do to make our office, our workspaces, our work environment to be safe for all of us, for all of you. And that's something that I know the executive, Bobby's here, Anna Betty and Victor, that's something that we can commit to you, that we will do everything we can to make that happen. So thank you, Miles, and thank you all of you, and thank you all of you on the line for joining us today. Miigwech.
All right, Miigwech. Thank you very much, Grand Chief Alvin Fiddler, for coming up and speaking. And I think it's important that we all remember that with bullying, we all have power. Bullying can make us feel powerless, but when everyone works together and stands together, we can eliminate bullying. I did get a little carried away, so I will ask Miles to come back. We do have a gift for you. So if we could just have get a picture with you. Thank you very much. And it was great to have Darren here. Let's give a round of applause for Darren. Okay, perfect. So I would also like to give a hand to the Choose Life team who put this event together. So let's give a round of applause to the team. Okay, so we're moving towards the close of our event. We will be getting group pictures after, so nobody run away on us. So I'm going to ask Elder Aaron if he could come back for our closing prayer and invite Chris and Kim to come up as well.
Miigwech, ladies. Miigwech, for honoring us with your welcome and singing. Really beautiful. Miigwech to Alvin Fiddler, Bobby, Betty Ann, for letting me be here. And the tobacco they gave me, I honor that. Miigwech ke bzintamos mo bzinatashchigan. We dimzioi kietna nishnabe. Chimigwech wa kikskitong. Chibi tzintamang io. Jijio bzion. Bullying gajanika. We namo chiken chigate. Ejis nakizio nishnabe. You know the scare. We nam chibizintang. Wapskia. Chibizintwatchen nishnabe. Wabe. Kinomagenwich. Miigwech Sema. Miigwech Tiweganach. Mishomsa Nokmas. Miigwech Mnubmatzia. Wevenam Kinigego Kishigate. Miigwech Manitoa Kenwan Mahon Shnabe. Jemanito. Miigwech Kanat Sokana. Wevenam Chinigishtong Gibaga Gigaton. Ni Nimikigabo Ndigo Makundu Dem Nakea or Kashkagmang Zibi Mayan Dunji. Miigwech. So these ladies are going to drum. And this song is about saying thank you to Creator for everything we have. Comes from an elder from Seine River, old man Bushkagan. He used this to offer thank you. Miigwech. Middle of that song, just stop, okay? Yeah, just drum with me. Just stop. If you want to sing, it's up to you, okay? What?
Okay. There we go. Okay, Miigwech, thank you all for coming today to our Pink Shirt Day. I believe we are going to be getting some pictures as well, so if we can gather everyone into a group. But that brings us to the end of our day. Thank you very much. We're going to get everybody to gather at the front here. So make your way up here. We'll have a sea of pink